that the U.S. would dominate the Middle East. And that was a big part of the project, especially a Zionist orientation, because the U.S. went to war repeatedly for the sake of Greater Israel, which is so weird and almost unimaginable, but it was part of the neoconservative playbook. In East Asia, the truth is they didn't have a strategy for China because they're not very intelligent people. They couldn't look ahead, and they didn't see that China was going to rise as a major power. So if you go back to the late 1990s, China barely figures in any of the discussions. It's not like they were plotting what to do. China was a place that was going to assemble our toys and automotive components and electronics gears and phones and things like that. It wasn't a matter of geopolitical concern at the time. So this unipolar project had its European dimension in NATO enlargement. And this, of course, ran contrary to the fundamental alternative vision of European security, which was ostensibly the one that had ended the Cold War. Because remember that the end of the Cold War was German reunification in 1990, based on the 4+2 framework. And the goal of that settlement was indivisible security in Europe, that there would not be blocs. In fact, it was quite explicit of the US and Germany that NATO would not play any kind of strategic bloc role going forward. And the US said to Gorbachev, we will not take advantage of your unilateral ending of the Warsaw Pact military alliance or your economic and financial weakness as of the early 1990s. We will have indivisible security. And several treaties and agreements under the framework of the Organization of Security and Cooperation in Europe defined that kind of indivisible security. NATO was the opposite of that. NATO is bloc politics. The OSCE was the end of bloc politics.